Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jay and today I'm going to be talking about Star Wars Bad Batch episode 15 part 1. This is the season finale of Bad Batch and this is the first part and I really enjoyed it. There is stuff hanging, there's some stuff that didn't happen. But I look forward to seeing the last episode of the season, part 2, of next week, and get you my thoughts and breakdown of the episode. I thought this was a great episode. There's some things that were answered there were some things I was surprising to see. There's some things that I liked that was good. So let's go ahead and get into the breakdown. I thought this was a good episode nonetheless. So we pick it up with a shot in higher space where you see Hunter and Crosshair on board. Crosshair's took his communicator and he activates it and he says the squad would know. He basically Hunter tells Crosshair that the squad would know the trap, and Crosshair he says they will still come for you. Back on Raxus, Echo makes repairs to the ship, and Omega is very worried about Hunter. As they get the ship prepared, they receive Hunter's communicator signaling Texi's no on Daro, and Omega asks where is he. The shuttle lands heading back to Camino, and they escort Hunter, and they meet Rampart. He asks Crosshair where the others are. He replies they're on their way and will intercept them. He says, then Rampart says, the destruction of Ryla got my attention. He told Hunter that he tells Crosshair to stay on schedule. They walked away. One trooper tells Rampart he doesn't trust Crosshair. He doesn't trust him at all. He doesn't trust Crosshair with his whole squad. If his plan fails, no one of them will be a problem. They turn on him. And he says, no. Then he tells Rampart basically says, none of them will be a problem any longer. Rampart says, keep an eye on things, he tells the trooper. Tech says they are turn on Hunter's communicator intentionally. The Empire wants us to come to the communion, unknown why. Tech asks the coordinates of Omen and tells about the landing pad in Napoleon City. Echo says there's every platform will be swarming with troopers, but Omega says not this one. They go in the community, head to the coordinates, and they see nothing but water, and Omega says keep low on the ship, keep low, which in the platform will activate, which it does. Water, and Tech asks, how are we going to get inside the city? And Omega's reply with the tube system. They go through the tube system. It's a little ball they go through too, which is something neat, and you can see them go underwater. You can see a little bit more Camino. Check out how you know about the tube system. So they reply, Nala say, and the tube tunnel will lead us to a private research lab. Hunter and Crosshair walk in the hallway. Hunter knows no other clones or chameleons. He says this place is being decommissioned. It's just a code. Tells Crosshair that the Empire will be phasing out clones. Clones next. Crosshair replied, not the ones that matter. Next, Crosshair replied, not the ones that matter. They enter like it was a command post, like a command room, but it's actually a central cloning facility, which I found out later on. If I'm mistaken, hold on, I'll read my notes again. One of the true informs Crosshair they cross-check out a ship, and Crosshair standing the other trooper asks in the form of Scott. He says no, they will come. They don't leave anyone behind. Most of the time, he said, Mr. Plot. And Hunter basically thought you tried to kill us. You didn't have much of a choice. Crosshair replied, but I did. Batch arrived at the lab and Tech's trying to pinpoint Hunter's communicator. While Echo taps into the system, Wrecker asks, what's special about this? What about this lab? Omega replied, this is where I was created, and you were all too. So, your mutations were enhanced in this room. Experimental Mutant 99 began right here. I was here, and you were here for a certain time before you were sent to the other with the other clones. And they heard banging. They noticed a noise of Megdroid as the old 345-211 appeared and explained to the badge he was hiding. Soldiers were deactivating droids and enforcing commands. Medical personnel on transports, those were resisted, were eliminated. this and clones are reassigned, and he asked, and Echo asked the clones this, and the droid replied, no, it was soldiers, not clones. It was soldiers, and clones were reassigned, transferred, offered, except for Crosshair. Tells Omega she has to leave, and she won't leave without Hunter. Tech fighters, hunters, and companion central cloning platform. Next page. My notes here. Hunter tells Crosshair the Empire is using you. He replied, "You don't see the big picture, Trooper." And form Crosshair authorized entry on platform. Right on schedule. It's time to go. Badge goes in and hides when the TK troopers continue moving and return. They are below Hunter, and he's in the train room. They use live until Ecker tells Omega to stay here in case something bad happens, and if something does, go back to the ship and contact Rex. She didn't agree with the first group, basically, because she wants to go with him. She's like, no, stay here. He wants us, not you. So that's what they usually they go to the train and they are surrounded by troops and Crosshair and aims at orders to find Omega. Omega gets the signal but doesn't really. She activates trains, or she activates towards the train doors and stuff. The big plan was he basically said the big plan was to surround all of them and kill us. That's what Hunter tells Crosshair. If he basically says, Crosshair says, if I want you to die, I would have done it already, but I'll give you a chance, because you didn't give me one. Trooper finds Omega and he reports to Crosshair. He replies to put her on a ship and send her off world. Then Crosshair offers Hunter to join again. He ordered troop to stand down. They don't. Crosshair shoots one shot. It's blaster. It ricochets, hits them all but the badge, which I love that scene. That was pretty cool. That's why he's known as Crosshair. He doesn't miss. Which is cool. The trooper tells Omega to move and the droid activate the AZ droid. AZ activates the train door, hits the trooper, knocks him out. Crosshair tries to get the badge to join the Empire and make him have a purpose, and he doesn't want them as their enemy. Hunter says, "You don't know us." It's like, you don't know us. They're not going to join the refuse, basically. Then train trucks come out from the top and start blasting Hunter and Crosshair, start fighting each other. Gauging droids, he tells Omega to activate 2 many droids, and she starts cross-tuning Berlin. Then you have Hunter and Crosshair fight these train droids all together. Together destroy the droids. One trooper enforces a rampart that Crosshair lost control, and rampart all troops to leave and let the clones die. He said, let the clones die. Last ship gets on board a shuttle, leave rampart reports the target. All troops are gone, and chief scientist and Tarkin asks what the chief scientist. She is secured. Tarkin says, you may fire when ready. So right there says something. So right there tells you everything. So I'll get into it in a second. I'll tell you my thoughts on this one. The next part. Science power. Rampart recruits to move into position. Battlefield with George and Cross revealed that he had his chip inhibitor chip. This is all will. Star Wars Theory called that one out. That chip removed. So basically, he's acting on his own. Long time ago, Crosser, check out Stones and Crut. So the next day they get ready to Crosshair was getting ready to draw Hunter. Hunter stuns him, knocks him out, stuns him with a stun blast, knocks him out. And Tech reports the 3 cruisers are moving towards the city. Time to lead the batch grab Crosshair, and they lead the grab Crosshair as they lead. Ships are in position. Rampart says open fire. Batch can't make it to the lid to the tube because of the bridge of the strikes, and they go back inside. When you're in the ending, you see 3 cruisers shooting, continue to destroy the city, which ends part 1. Which I was kind of surprised that you didn't see other clones stood up. Again, didn't have an uprising against the Empire, which surprised me. They just all left. None of the personnel stood up or anything like that. They all just left, which is very surprising. There was no Kamino uprising. There was no uprising in the story, because you think there could be an uprising of Kamino, but there was no uprising. The city is now being bombarded by 3 of the Empire's cruisers, and then you lift off with the batch still inside. They eventually have to find out which we know they're gonna make it out. Just gonna see how they do and stuff. It is possible that Hunter is gonna die as well. This basically can confirm that, I don't know if they rebuild the facility or not, but that the Star Wars Force Unleashed video game is Legends, because we don't see here Vader having a secret apprentice, because they're destroying the facility of Kamino. The other things destroying Kamino because the last time, because you see Kamino in the beginning of the game and towards the end of the game in Star Wars Force Unleashed 2. So basically, you can say, well, Force Unleashed, the whole story for it. So basically, you say it's now a legend. So I'm looking forward to seeing the season finale. We don't know. We might get a Vader scene. We might see the batch escaping and stuff. Who knows what happens. I'm looking forward to see what happens. But this is a really good idea. We can confirm that basically a Crosshair had his chip removed sometime. And sometime, maybe when he got hit with the... Probably when he was laying down, they were trying to enhance his chip. That's probably when he got his chip removed. That's my guess. And surprised that there was no uprising with the Camillarians, and they just left the planet. So this could be the season 2. Will probably maybe focus on getting Nala Se, rescue Nala Se, and finding a way to get to her, because this is basically gonna be the story where the batch find a way to get off Kamino and stuff like that, while the city being bombarded. So looking forward to seeing season 2. Looking forward to seeing next week's episode of the batch, the final episode of the season. Yeah, this one was a good episode. Left you hanging. So make sure you ask more questions. But the biggest surprise to me was that no Kamino uprising, and basically can confirm maybe this is that the Force Unleashed story is now Legends, not canon. Canon's the true line story. Like, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Clone Wars, Rogue One. That's all canon, and you have Legends where, like, the Yuuzhan Vong story. Now you can say Star Killer, that one, all that stuff is basically his Legend, Mara Jade, and all that stuff's now basically Legends. So you can basically say Star Wars Force Unleashed is a Legends story, but who knows? They might rebuild. I don't know, but it's gonna be interesting to see the end of the season. Looking forward to it. If you like my review and breakdown of Star Wars Bad Batch Episode 15 Part 1, please leave a like, comment, and also please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I thank all my subscribers for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, and viewing. Without you, I won't be doing it. So thank you, everybody. Hope you have a safe and wonderful Friday, and I will see you next time. Take care, stay safe, stay humble, and be a blessing.